Okay, we're now on to the movable chord study. Okay, now assuming you've gone through the second video and you remember seeing, just run through the scale again to make sure you do know this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we also know major, minor, minor, major, major, minor, diminished, major, which is the octave. Remember that from the second video? We must know that. If we don't, please go back to the video. We're now going to see how we can learn how to play any major chord and any minor chord 3 different ways. Now in video number 1, we learned how to find notes using octaves. So we learned if that's A, I'll go 2 down, and I've got A over here. If I've got A there, and I go 2 down, 3 up, and I've got A there. So I need to know that as well. Okay. Now if you want the actual note for this, drop me a WhatsApp or email. There's my email address, and I'll happily send you the actual files showing these shapes in diagram form as well. But now I'm going to demonstrate them. So looking forward to getting a WhatsApp or an email. And let's go to the shapes. Okay. First of all, we're looking at the major shape. We're going to start with A major, which you guys must know if you're busy doing theory. Okay. We're going to change it to just do that. We're only playing those 3 strings. Okay. Now, if this is A, and I know my notes on the fretboard, that's my root note. This makes this shape A. So we must think of that as the major shape. I must think of this note as the note A. So A plus major shape gives us the chord A major. If my note B is there, and I've got the major shape, I've got the chord B major. So A major, B major, C major. And let's test it. C major, C major. I can hear it works. Okay. So the first shape uses its root note, which is not necessarily the bass note. It's the note from which the chord is built. A is built from the note A, and I've got the A chord. B major is built from the note B. There's my B. C note, C chord. D note, D chord. So now, if I'm doing good old-fashioned by Eric Clapton, I'm sure you recognize Cocaine. J.J. Cale, I think, wrote the song. I'm going E, E, D, E with a little slide there. And I'm using the shape, which I'm just playing with different fingers, but it's still the same shape. This is one of the major shapes. Get to know it. Okay. The second shape that I like using a lot is going to be based from the C shape. It's going to take this over here, but I'm going to swap it around and take it into a bar chord format. Now, just to come back to this, in the key of C, the chords F and G, C, F, and G are very popular. So there's C, there's a nice way to go to F. Now my root note here is that note there. That note is F. This is another major shape. The shape, just to break it down, finger number 1 goes flat, in this case, in the 5th fret, and you're only going to strum from the 4th string down. The middle finger, which is going to play the root note, that note is F. That's busy vibratoing there. That is F. And then the ring finger goes to string 4. That is F. I can include the first string as well. But there's a nice way, instead of going C to F, why not do this? And that's quite cool, because if I go and I've got Rolling Stones, start me up. So these chord voicings are really, really important. This is your second major shape. That's the A shape, and this is based on a C shape, and some might say it's based on a D shape if you're using the D F sharp inversion, but that still comes from the derivative of C. Okay, but anyway, major shape, that's important. Root note, second string. Okay, so if I need a G, I put him on G and I play my shape. Works very, very like it. Okay, the next shape we're going to use, the third major shape I want to know, looks like a normal standard F. But we shift it up and it works really, really well. Now, why can't I take normal G? because it's got open strings. So I can only move chords that don't use open strings. Not that I can't include an open string, but then the chord will probably get a new name. This over here, another and third most important chord shape for the majors. Your root note now is on the 4th string. So whatever this note is plus the major shape gives me A major. Okay, A note, major shape, A major. That's pretty cool for typical rock and roll vibe, eh? And that's all based from the major shape number 3. So let's just repeat. The A shape will give us chords like A, B, C, D, for example. Okay, I can use this shape here, which will give me D, second shape, D, E, F, G, and obviously more. And then I've got the third major shape, which will give me F, G, A, B, C. So if I've got a chord sequence like C, F, and G, I can do it like this: C, F to G, or I can do this: C, and do G that way. Now you'll notice I put a little bit of a fill in between. These chord shapes must be able to be recognized within a scale. So if we're in the key of C major, and I know that the A Aeolian, which starts at fret 5, has got the same notes, I can recognize those as part of my chord. That chord is forming part of the scale. F forms part of the scale, and G also uses part of the scale, same as that G. So now if I want to get fancy, which I'll do at a later study, I can do C into F into a G, and so on. Okay, now let's look at the minor chords. Okay, careful of this one, it's not going to go far, but see if you can recognize the illegal, not allowed to be played song. Not going to go further in case I get sued. Okay, this over here is another way of playing the minor shape, which is the introduction for Stairway to Heaven. Okay, it's based on an F minor, which I'm hoping you guys will know. F minor, G minor, A minor. So again, you've got your first very easy minor shape, the root note on the 4th string. Again, if you want the copy of the actual note that has the diagrams and the notes on the neck, just drop me a WhatsApp or an email. You got my email address, I showed it to you earlier. And let's look at the next minor shape. Now the next one comes from B minor. Now the B minor sort of forms from the A minor in a sense, because A minor is over here. If I take it up, I need to have this to compensate for the open, and I get A sharp minor, B flat minor, same thing, B minor, and so on. And B minor is your opening for a very badly played introduction to Hotel California, because they actually use a capo, they actually go up here. But B minor, C minor, D minor, E minor, F. And the root note for this one is going to be, you can see my pinky moving there? That's my root note, because this is actually part of the bar chord, octave, 2 down, 2 across. There you can see the 2 down, 2 across. So this shape actually is derivative from the bar chord, but it takes the pressure off the wrist. The other nice thing with these chords is, normally if I play these chords, my wrist is nice and straight. If I go to bar chords, my whole wrist angles. So to go from here into a scale and back is a lot of movement. I don't want to go like this. I want to rather go, because there's no wrist or very little wrist movement here. So we want to avoid unnecessary hand movement. Okay, we've still got one more minor shape to do, and we're going to do this over here. Now this over here is an unusual way, but a very nice way to play E minor. There's my E, the root note. There's my B and G. Slow motion, or rather different angle rather, in slow motion. Okay, that's our new minor shape. As we said, root is on the second, and that's E minor, F minor, G minor, and so on. So you've got three major shapes. One shape, two shape, three shape, then the minors, A minor, next shape, and the other shape. Okay, you could also actually take the D minor up like this as well. Is obviously more than one way to play, but if we've got those three basic minor shapes and three basic major shapes, you're home dry for almost anything. We didn't cover diminished. That's another video because we very rarely use diminished in rock music or most of the contemporary styles. It's more for jazz. Have an awesome day, get to know those shapes, and we'll see you on the next video. Have a good day.